Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A community in mourning. 19 children killed. One of the deadliest school shootings in American history.
She listened to her mom and dad. She always brushed her teeth. She was creative. She made things for us. She never got in trouble in school. I just want to know what she did to be a victim.
Young, innocent lives ended by an 18-year-old gunman with just 2 days left in the school year.
Tonight, investigators are now revealing new information about the attack. The shooter barricaded himself in a classroom for about an hour before police forcibly entered, killing him. All of the victims, including the two teachers, were found in that same fourth grade classroom. President Biden announcing he will be traveling to Uvalde in the next couple of days to meet with the families there. That trip coming while the families of 19 children and 2 teachers are now planning funerals. A community heartbroken. Residents in Uvalde, Texas, mourning the loss of 19 children and 2 teachers shot and killed at Robb Elementary on Tuesday. This is the Rubio family. Their 10-year-old daughter, Lexi, was one of the children killed.
This is enough. This is enough. No one else needs to go through this. We never needed to go through this, but we are.
These are the faces of just some of the lives cut so short. 4th grade teacher Eva Morales, Amory Jo Garza, Jose Flores Jr., Uzziah Garcia, and Javier Lopez, all of them just 10 years old.
All Texans must come together and support the families who have been affected by this horrific tragedy. What they need now more than ever is our love.
Chilling new details emerging about the suspect in the case. Police say he shot his grandmother before going to the school and opening fire on a 4th grade class. Officials say he purchased 2 assault-style rifles for his 18th birthday.
On March 18th, he purchased 375 rounds of ammunition.
As the community grapples with this horrific tragedy, politicians are demanding action to curb gun violence.
Prayers don't cut it. Moments of silence don't cut it anymore.
We'll have any new overnight developments first thing in the morning starting at 4:30 a.m. And then at 7 on Local 4 Plus, a mental health expert will join us with advice on how to process all of this and find a way to move forward. At 7:30, former Detroit Police Chief Ike McKinnon live from San Antonio, where he's going to be speaking about surviving in such a violent society. That's all new tomorrow morning.
All right, well, we've got some wet weather moving in overnight.
Let's turn things over to Paul, who's tracking those showers. Paul?
Yeah, a lot of folks getting ready to go to bed, and you're kind of worried about what's coming our way. And I just want to settle you down right now. There are going to be no severe weather warnings or no severe weather overnight. You can see we're pretty quiet right now. There's a batch of showers, one lightning strike here back to the west, but it's down to the south where our weather's coming from. This stuff here is moving due north at a pretty good clip, so it's already just about at the state line. So this stuff here is going to be making a move right on into the air. Looks like all of us are going to get wet. Notice there are some lightning strikes down here, but this is, again, not severe stuff, and it's not going to be severe when it gets here. So moving through the night, ahead of this warm front, we have some showers, but it's behind the warm front that we get some of these maybe thunderstorms, we'll call them. There'll probably still be some lightning in the area, but it all starts waning by the time we wake up in the morning and start heading off to work, where it's just going to be spotty showers at that point. So work or school, or for the kids at the bus stop, there'll be some spotty showers around, but very mild, mid-60s for the morning bus stop, 78 for the afternoon bus stop. A few spotty showers or storms in the afternoon. More dry than wet during the day, but tomorrow evening things go ramping back up again. We'll talk about that and your holiday in just a few minutes.
All right, Paul. New at 11, Garden City Police just releasing new photos of 2 vehicles involved in a deadly road rage crash.
Police are looking for a black or navy Jeep Cherokee with dark tinted windows and a white Dodge Charger with a black roof and tinted windows in connection to the May 19th crash. People in the 2 cars were shooting at each other at Middle Belt and Maplewood. The shooting then caused a violent crash that killed an innocent woman. Anybody with information, contact Garden City Police.
There will be layoffs. That's the word from the Birmingham Public Schools tonight as the district tries to balance a $14 million budget shortfall. Mara McDonald live in Birmingham tonight. And Mara, those affected are being brought in for meetings this week.
Devin, that's right. And what the district is not doing right now is saying exactly how many staff members are being laid off at this point. Just that the meetings and the layoffs are in process. Let me show you. Blame bad budget assumptions and consistently declining enrollment for the mess the district is in. A mess where it's already overcharged taxpayers for the last 2 school years to the tune of $3.6 million and has a total deficit of $14 million.
I want to acknowledge that the district is dealing with some tough decisions right now.
The district has up until this point not wanted to say staff were on the line, but at last night's Board of Education meeting admitted layoffs are in process.
I'll just say I wish that our district was not in this position. But we are here and at a time where we do have to make some adjustments with staffing.
The district is not giving out numbers yet. For its part, the teachers union in a statement tonight says, since the district is still actively informing teachers about their future employment status, I do not feel it is appropriate to comment on specific details related to the meetings taking place this week. Neither the evaluation format or the layoff and recall process are legally subject to union negotiations with school districts. Back here live, the superintendent says those layoff meetings are ongoing this week. After those are over, parents in the Birmingham School District should be expecting an email to be sent home detailing exactly what the numbers are and what the situation is. We're live in Birmingham tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Yeah, tough news. All right, Mara.
Right now, a Marygrove High School student is in custody for allegedly bringing a weapon to school. Video here shows the student pull what appears to be a gun and point it at somebody nearby. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. DPSCD, though, says they first saw this video after school yesterday when a parent brought this social media post to their attention. Parents and students say they're alarmed by the incident.
Like, I don't want to be in that environment. I don't want to be included in none of that. I don't want to get in no drama.
Did you hear about this? And he told me, he said, Ma, yes, I heard about it. So as I dropped him off to school this morning, I saw the police officers up there. They were searching everybody that came into the school.
The district says the student will likely face criminal charges. They also tell us if he ends up back in school, he'll likely be placed in an alternative school program.
City of Romulus is looking to bring new life to its historic downtown.
Like many other communities, the pandemic hit businesses hard, forcing some to close their doors for good. Our Pamela Osborne spoke with the mayor tonight about his vision for the city. And Pam, he also addressed how the city is moving to help future business owners as well.
Yeah, so if you've driven down this stretch of Goddard Road, you may notice more than one storefront is empty here. Well, the Downtown Development Authority, they're looking to change all of that. They're purchasing some of these vacant properties, fixing them up, and then renting them out to businesses, business owners who would like to get a little bit bigger. So this is the area that you have a vision for.
This is it. This is welcome to downtown, historic downtown Romulus.
Mayor Robert McCrate sees opportunity where others see vacancies.
The city made an investment, about 15 years ago to reinvest, put in all new infrastructure, brick pavers, road work.
The construction process slowed some businesses to a stop. Then the pandemic hit. Many others shuttered. Now business owners like Carol and Vincent Lewis are preparing to open up again.
We were going to Detroit to get live entertainment, good food, and drinks.
This formerly blighted building, bought and renovated by the Lewises, will become what they themselves were looking for, a place to eat, drink, and enjoy live music at their upscale warehouse and lounge.
When I first moved in, every storefront out here was filled.
Just a few minutes down the road, we met Art Herber at the Artisan Reserve Inc., one of his favorite craft breweries.
Through, one economic downtown turn after another, businesses just started going away.
He sees the possibilities, and so does Brian Bush.
Romulus is open for business. And the town's great, the community's great, the people are great.
Bush and his mentor, Richard Casaba, were able to turn their passion for brewing into a brick and mortar business by leasing a space from the city. When he looks outside, he sees endless possibilities.
Oh, sky's the limit.
City leaders are hoping to bring more incubator businesses like Artisan Reserve to town, and they're finding federal dollars to help bring life and people back.
Anybody that has a great idea and a viable business solution that works and it will pull people into our downtown, that's who we're looking to pull in.
And again, using some grant money to make sure this happens. Later this summer, they're going to be hosting a job fair for some of these incubator businesses. So if you have an idea, something that you're interested in getting started, you can certainly take that there and pitch it to the city and see what they like. We've been talking to people who've been down here today. A lot of them like to say they'd like to see a restaurant, maybe some place to shop. So plenty of opportunities available. We'll let you know just as soon as they announce a date for that. Reporting live tonight in Romulus, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Yeah, nice. All right, Pamela. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for both the James Craig and Perry Johnson gubernatorial campaigns. Earlier this week, the State Bureau of Elections found they were ineligible for the Republican primary ballot due to not having enough valid nominating signatures. 3 other GOP gubernatorial candidates were also disqualified. Tomorrow, the Board of State Canvassers will be meeting and will decide whether to accept the Bureau's recommendation. We will, of course, be following the story.
We will.